Hi, I'm April with Bags by April. This is my vintage 70s Kenmore sewing machine. I'm going to show you how to thread it. Kenmore made several machines similar to this in the 70s and 80s and even the late 60s. So even if you don't have this exact machine, you're still going to thread it basically the same way. So first, put your thread on your spool, and you have this guide back here. It's just loop your thread through that guide. Some machines don't have a guide back here. Some of them have a smaller one that's back behind the machine. And then so you pull forward through this one, and then you're gonna come down to this tensioner and then come up like this. And I will show you that again in close-up. So we have it threaded to here. Now we're going to, I'm just going to turn the machine just a little bit so you can see. There's two discs here. You're going to take your thread and just slide it around here, just against this. That way you're sure that you're in the right spot. And it's going to come down in between those two discs. Let me turn the machine again so you can see it. I really want you to see this little wire here. Take the thread underneath the wire, and I'll try to keep my hand out of the way. And as you pull the thread up, it's going to lift that wire. And then pull it all the way, and that wire is going to take your thread. So, can you see how the thread is? And then you come back up and loop it through this arm. This is just a guide to keep the thread in place. I'll show it one more time. So, we have it looped up here. We're going to come down here, just against this little plate. Let your thread lift up that wire, and then the thread's going to go to this side of the little hook, and then back up so that it's through there. And then you're ready to load it up here. Okay, so we have our thread loaded in the tensioner, and now we need to load it into this hook here. So we come through this way. Some of these don't have this little opening in the back. It's just a hole, so you have to stick it through the hole, like sticking a needle through, thread through a needle. And then it comes down this way. You hook onto this thread guide, and then there's a little thread guide here. There's actually two spots. You can put it through the right or the left. I automatically just do it to the right. And then there's two little hooks here. Again, it's just a thread guide, and slip that through there. And at this point, we can put in a sewing needle. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you my needles. I get cases of Schmetz needles, 100 for, I don't even remember how much. I get them on Amazon. This is a size 14. There you have a flat side and a rounded side. On this Kenmore, the flat side goes to the back. So I have the rounded side and the back starts flat. Some of the Kenmores have a little screw here that you can, it's like a thumb screw. This obviously does not have a thumb screw. So I open it a little bit, place the needle in as far as it'll go, and then tighten. This is pretty just standard. I think there are some machines where the needle is placed a little bit differently, but most of these Kenmores, you just want to remember that the flat side of the needle goes that way. And now we're going to thread the needle. Okay, the top of the machine is threaded. The bobbin case is loaded with the bobbin. Now we just have to pull the thread through. So hold on to your top thread with your hand. Use the hand wheel on the machine to push the needle down. Hold on to the thread, and then that is going to loop. See, you can see it looping down there, and it is going to pull the bobbin thread up. Now you're ready to sew.